Hey guys, welcome to Coffee Combos. I'm so excited today because we have a very important guest today.
Very.
Oh my god.
One of my favorite people, Amber Portwood.
You know, I just got chills.
I'm so happy to have you.
Coming from you.
Oh, whatever. You look so good.
No, you look good.
Okay.
Like, right when I walk in, it's like, boom, your boobs got me. And then I was trying to give you a hug, but I don't think that was... between mine and yours, I don't think that was possible.
Y'all couldn't even touch.
Right.
Because it was
but
so
it's
big.
okay, because we got... This is all
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
I love it.
Can we talk about our initial reaction to your boyfriend? He's literally 2 feet taller
He's like
than you.
a tree.
So,
You have to climb him.
I do.
I said, how does that work?
Apparently.
Do you climb him?
Yes.
Obviously,
Yeah.
because I have a baby.
Mm-hmm.
So he's 6'7" and I'm 5'2".
So that's like more than 2 feet.
People really don't know how short I am. Like, when they meet me in public, they're like, "You're a lot shorter than I thought." I'm
See,
like,
I get the opposite.
Yeah, but I'm feisty.
We know.
Cute.
We
The
know.
smaller,
Like,
The
what
more
are you trying to say?
feistier. More feistier, the feistier. You're right.
feistier.
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
if that's quite true though, because Kail, she's tall as hell. I've always told and she is. I was talking about her at the hotel, and I'm like, one thing about Kail that I like is like her attitude, but yet she knows when to step back. You know what I mean? Like, she's able.
See, I don't really have that.
I was talking up. I was talking up so much, girl.
I love you.
I mean, when we went on the book tour together, I think that's when like I really started connecting with you, and I really started loving you, I think.
So we hadn't met before the book tour.
No.
And that's very similar to Lindsie and I's story.
So how did y'all get paired up for the book tour? Y'all both wrote books at the same time?
Similar
No.
times, but we had the same publisher.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mine, actually, at the time, I felt like I shouldn't have went yet because it just came out and I hadn't done any kind of social media. I had just gotten out of jail. Like, it was a really hard time of life.
Yeah.
And Kail knows this because she was there. You know,
Yeah.
we talked about this. And, like, it made me sad. Like, but the thing is like, being with her, like, she is so upbeat that I felt comfortable but uncomfortable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So was this like right when you kind of got back into filming Teen Mom?
Yeah, so we just started filming Teen Mom OG, actually. We just started because they were following us like through a little bit of it.
How long had you been out of prison before we did the book tour? Not long, a couple months?
Before we did the book tour, I'd say, no, it was about a year.
Oh, you had been out for a year?
A little less than a year.
Okay, so that's
Yeah.
still pretty new.
But for me, like, it was still, for me, it was still pretty new.
Yeah.
Like, I felt, like, uncomfortable, like, out in the world and, like, to be, like, you saw it.
Yeah,
like, I
yeah.
was so uncomfortable, like,
Even just
honestly.
meeting you, I kind of felt like maybe you were just like unsure.
Well,
But then we hit it off. Like by the end of
Yeah.
the trip, it was amazing, and that's kind of
So
how
it
I
was
met
like
Lindsie.
social anxiety?
Oh, I have social anxiety, so it made sense.
Yeah.
So-
I didn't know Lindsie before I signed on to do the podcast. Like we had only talked over like text and stuff.
Yeah.
And so we were like just hoping that it would work.
Aw.
So it was the same
it
thing
did
with Amber.
work.
Yeah, it
And
worked out.
we celebrated our 1-year anniversary. She's my work wife, and it's
Work life.
Yeah.
it's wonderful.
I've never heard of that before. It's cute.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So tell us about like what's going on now? Like you have your new boyfriend and the baby. How old is the baby? Baby James.
He's 9 months as
Oh,
of
wow.
yesterday.
Oh my gosh.
So he's
8.
almost 1.
Yeah.
He's adorable.
Yeah,
And he's
so
super
cute.
tall.
I was
like
about to
his
say.
dad.
Mhm.
So, like long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's long. And he wants to walk before he crawls, but now he's just going. Like,
Oh,
I mean,
my
I
gosh.
think he wants to walk though before he crawls.
So do you guys want more kids?
I mean, honestly, it's not about wanting, but if it happened, like, I don't think neither of us would be bothered by it at
Yeah,
all.
right.
Like, if I was in, like, a certain other situation that I used to be in, like, nah.
We want to know what happened with Matt.
So, Matt, on marriage, so we went to marriage boot camp.
So that's a common.
Everyone
Everyone that we've podcasted with this entire California trip has talked about marriage boot camp.
Well, they had asked me to be on for 3 freaking times.
Yeah,
and
so
I
you're like,
said-
okay,
I was
fine.
like, here we go. This is going to be a shit show.
Yeah.
And I said that. But the thing is I went on there. I knew me and Matt had broken up already, like on my birthday on May 14th. And he literally, we kind of was together / he wouldn't leave. So I think
I've been there.
So trapped.
yeah. So I think once we went to marriage boot camp and he got like that, that boost of money, he was like, all right, peace. And he left. And it was okay because I already broke up with him, like on the show.
So emotionally you were fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was already done with that.
Right.
And the thing is like, I didn't even know that there's this tall ass man behind the scenes. It's like, digging me. You
So
know
he
what
was
I mean?
working for the show?
Yeah.
What?
He was working for the show behind the scenes. Yeah. And so 2 weeks after we wrapped, and people don't believe me on this, but they tried so hard. We tried so hard to find footage of us together. They didn't find nothing. And you know how that house is.
Oh, I know how that goes.
Okay,
Yeah.
everything.
Wow.
Cameras everywhere. And because we did not meet at all. And so 2 weeks after I left, all of a sudden I get this message from this guy, and it's the sweetest message. Like, oh, I've been out there with my dad before because he did movies like Madison, stuff like that. And I was like, that's really cool. Like, so you're in the industry, which made me feel so much better.
Right, because it's not like it's some random that's trying to get you because you're on.
Exactly.
Just sliding into the DM.
Right.
Exactly.
Like
and I
random.
already had a few already trying to do that because, like,
Yeah.
once you get single on this show, it's like, they're like, literally, I was having like, there was some A-listers flashing money, and I'm not going to say their names, but I thought it was kind of corny and ignorant. And you know who you are. And so I think
She
Kiki,
shouting them out on Coffee
Kiki
Cup.
does too, because I sent her the messages. Yeah. And I just thought it was really corny. And then when I saw him, he was just this like little Malibu baby, just kind of like,
Malibu baby, Malibu giant.
and he had a good background. Like, he went to UCLA for film and writing and things like that. And I really connected with him a lot
Sure.
more, especially when it came to like our sense of humor.
So did you already go home at this point? You were already
I was
back
already
home?
home,
So then when
chilling.
was the next time you would have seen him?
So we met literally a month and a half after he had sent me that message.
Okay.
And the thing is with Matt, it took 6 months to meet him because, like, I feel like when somebody's in the industry, like, they understand a little bit better and I'm more comfortable with
Yeah.
meeting them because hopefully they're not psychotic.
Right.
Right, yeah. But there are some psychos.
Yes,
there are
they
so,
are,
yeah,
yeah.
of course.
And I know. So it was awesome to actually finally meet somebody that I could connect with and understand because of the people that we've been working with for 10
Yeah.
years. Like, it really made me feel good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, honestly. So I was comfortable, and he came out, and like we hit it off. And within day 2, I'm gonna put him on blast. He told me he like felt like he loved me. I'm like,
Like, you
Whoa,
just knew.
yeah.
it took me about 2 months, and he'll admit it. He doesn't like it when I do this, but that was only because I was so scared because of my past relationship.
Right.
know
Well,
what I
as you
mean?
should have been because
Yeah.
I feel like
Wait,
Matt
but
put you through the ringer.
do you know what I'm obsessed with lately? It's this company called Brandless. Brandless believes in making better products more affordable and accessible to everyone.
Break free from those big box stores and give Brandless a try instead. You'd be doing yourself a favor. So Brandless offers better for you items at a better price shipped directly to you. How is this possible, you may be wondering? By cutting out the unnecessary middleman costs of traditional retail so you can get higher quality products at a more affordable price, all without having to leave your home too.
I shopped Brandless 2 weeks ago and literally got something from every category except baby. And I am obsessed with their stationery. I'm a stationery type person, and they had great deals, and I just love them so much. By shopping Brandless, you are doing good for those who need it most. Every time you check out at Brandless, they donate a meal to someone facing hunger. Millions of meals are provided each year because of Brandless's partnership with Feeding America, which is the nation's largest domestic hunger relief organization.
Right now, our listeners can receive $10 off their first orders of $50 or more and free shipping at Brandless. Go to brandless.com and use our code COFFEE to start saving on high-quality products. Don't wait a second longer. Go to brandless.com and enter COFFEE to get $10 off your first order of $50 or more, plus free shipping. Start enjoying high-quality products you deserve today.
Is it true that you didn't know about all Matt's kids? Is that true?
No, I did. Girl, yes, that's true.
Because nobody signs up for that.
I
You know what
found
mean?
out when we were together, I think it was a year in. I found out about, I think it was like 5 or 6. And then I think Gary, though, like when it was presented to me, like all these other kids, I was like, I was in denial.
Yeah.
Right.
And because I think I wanted that family for Leah, though.
Right.
I just
Yeah.
really wanted that family for Leah. And so I guess I was just in denial. And then I found out about the rest of them, and I was like, whoa, this is intense.
But that still wasn't a deal breaker for you.
You know me, girl,
Yeah.
for some odd reason, I have so much faith in people.
Yeah.
And I just go until it breaks. And I really shouldn't do that. It's
Right.
not healthy at
Yeah,
all.
at all.
I know that now.
Right.
But back then, I feel like there was just the wool was over my eyes.
It almost
honestly.
takes you to be like in a healthy something for you to realize that what you were doing was unhealthy.
Exactly.
You know?
I think being with him really showed me like the person I'm with now. Like it makes me like respect them and like really love
Appreciate them more.
Appreciate
Yeah,
them so
of
much
course.
more.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's been great like since we've been together. Honestly,
Since you did just bring up Gary, how is co-parenting with him now with Leah?
Gary, oh, I mean, it's gone really good. I mean, obviously, I want more time. You know, I want more this, and this.
Of
as
course,
a mother.
that's always, yeah.
But I think when you go through certain things in life, you have a certain past. It doesn't define you necessarily, but
True.
it does hinder what you're trying to do when it
Right.
comes
Right.
to as being a mom.
Yeah.
I think, you know, the trust is broken in a sense, and especially with Gary because
Yeah.
of the past. I think he still thinks of me as that person.
Like he's a little apprehensive to move forward.
In a sense, I can feel it, but then I see him actually moving forward, though. And then with Christina, we are good. We've moved forward with everything, and that's making it easier for me.
Yeah.
But I still don't feel like I see Leah enough. I still don't
How
feel
often
like,
do you
I
get
was
to see
about to
her?
ask.
I don't
something.
really barely see her at all. She's getting older. She's like the last time I saw her, she said, "Oh, I'm about to be a preteen." Like she's 10 years old.
Oh, my gosh.
She's already saying this, and I'm like, I swear to Lord, like no, like
Yeah.
don't do this.
So
to
do you
me
guys have
already.
like a set custody order? Or
We
no?
do.
Okay.
But does that matter? No.
No. I mean, some people follow them, some people don't.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, I get it.
And the
Kail's a
thing
stickler
is-
on her custody
I
order.
am because it's 50-50, and so
Yeah.
it just
I
works.
wish that I could.
And we also live 5 minutes apart.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't think at the time people just didn't have the faith in me.
Right.
And I get it in a sense, but I feel like as of now, like a lot of people say, well, why don't you go back? Why don't you go back for full custody? Well, because she's 10 years old.
Right. Like she's already been doing this.
She's lived pretty much the majority of her life with him.
Mm-hmm.
She's established a pattern.
And her sister, everybody that's over there, and like over, you know, I don't. It's just you don't want to just grab. You want
Change everything
them.
and
that means
uproot them.
changing schools, changing friends.
Oh, so you guys don't live in the same town?
No.
See, I'm
we're
a stickler.
Close, though. We're 30. We're 25 to 30 minutes apart.
I'm within 5 to 10 minutes from Javi and Joe, so it does. You know what I mean? And I
Yeah.
feel like at around 10 to 13, they'll start kind of like, I want to go to mom's house or I want to go to dad's house, and they can kind of choose and like tell you. You don't have to stick to it. You know what I mean?
I can't wait to get like because she. I just talked to her before I left, and like the way that like we talk is just oh my god. Like honestly, I don't think people get to really see
The
our
full
actual like
relationship,
how we like react, like the way we are
Interact.
together,
Mhm.
interact together, and it's like. She's like me in a sense, and she's starting to get like a little bit of an attitude.
Yeah.
This poor thing.
This age, I swear.
She's so smart though, straight A student. I mean, she was just in the spelling bee for her class.
Aw,
like, oh my god,
so
it was. I watched it live. It was
So
amazing. She was so
cute.
nervous.
Was she so
Cute.
pumped when you were having a baby?
She was super excited, and she said she wanted a boy,
And she got
that's,
one.
And
yeah,
that's what I had.
It was meant to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
That's
every
awesome.
time that like she sees him, though, it's like she just wants to hold him or like grab him, and just play with them. Like
Aw,
That's
you know,
sweet.
I feel like right now she's going through a transition to where she wants to be older. You know, we went through
We
that.
all
Yeah.
went through that.
Oh,
yeah.
Like we went through that.
Now I'm about to be 27, and I'm like,
I wish I was like 19 again.
yeah, I'm freaking 28. I want to
Yeah.
be like 23 again. I think that'd be
a
Yeah.
good
There you
age.
go.
Yeah.
The sweet spot. Yeah.
yeah. That
Yeah.
was a good one. But
So, do you feel like Leah ever feels like since you have had the baby that she would want to live with you since you have a child now? Because
I
you
don't think
didn't
she
before.
thinks like that. I think Leah. No, I don't think that factors into that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no, I don't think that's just the easiest answer. I don't think it factors in like that. I don't think she thinks of it like that. I just
Right.
think she thinks of it. This is my little brother. I love my
Yeah.
little brother, and that's about where it ends. I mean, she's 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, you can't make things too complicated in a 10-year-old's brain. Honestly,
Right. Yeah.
like she has so much stuff going on with school and everything. Like she just got into the art club.
Oh, that's
That's so
awesome.
Like,
awesome.
you know, so I mean, and she does volleyball, like all that stuff. So I don't really think she factors in those kind of things. She's young. You know?
I saw where I think it was on Twitter that it was like a little clip of y'all teaching her how to shave. I think it was you
Yeah.
and what's her stepmom's name, Christina.
Christina, yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like that would be so hard to like do that with
Well.
somebody else. You know what I mean?
Well, I actually asked Christina.
You did.
Yeah, because here's the thing. and I even said this to Christina, I was like, I'm so thankful for you being over there when,
So mature.
like, I really am. And I told her, and I said, I would like for you to be a part of this because you should be. And, you know, because she's done so much when I was going through really, really bad times in my life. And so I wanted her to be a part of it, and it went great. Like, there was, I guess, you know, you just got to grow. You got to be more mature in a sense. Like you said, it's, you can't just hold grudges for the rest of your life because this is a child.
Right.
And
Yeah.
you need to make sure that the child is completely aware, okay, and aware. Because she is very aware of what's going on.
Oh, yeah.
And she's very intuitive as well with feelings and what's going on. So,
All right, guys. Sometimes I find myself daydreaming about all the things that I could be doing if I didn't have to go to the grocery store all the time, like playing with Jackson, getting rest, or catching up on work. Grocery shopping is honestly one of my least favorite chores because it takes most of the time away from things I would rather be doing. That's why I'm so excited about Instacart. It's a way to order groceries from home and have them delivered in as little as 1 hour or at a time that works for your schedule.
It's really so simple, and you can choose to order either on their website, instacart.com, or through a mobile app. Then your shopper selects the items you requested and delivers them directly to you in as little as 1 hour or the time that you choose. And they keep hot items hot and cold items cold.
I personally love Instacart because I feel like it saves me so much time. It shops all of my favorite stores, and they even offer exclusive coupons to help you save money on things that you need.
Try Instacart and get $10 off your first order. And to get this limited time offer, go to instacart.com or download the mobile app and enter our promo code COFFEE at checkout. That's $10 off your first order today at instacart.com or through the mobile app. And don't forget to enter our code COFFEE. One more time, it's instacart.com or through the mobile app and use our code COFFEE at checkout for $10 off. Recently, Joe had filed for child support against me, and I had actually thanked V, and I said, you know, thank you to V, because if it wasn't for her, Joe and I wouldn't be getting through this. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I'm kind of with you
and
on...
that's
his wife. They're married.
Okay.
And so I'm, you know...
I need to start watching too.
But yeah, they have a daughter
You know
together.
I don't watch.
No,
I don't
know
watch
you
my own show, but that's not because of anything. It's just I don't like watching myself, and I don't want to watch y'all on there because I want to know what's going on
in real life.
Yeah.
No, but where I was going with it
And
was
you've
just
already
that,
lived it, so you don't want to relive it.
V and Christina are kind of in that same situation, and so I have thanked her. You know, if it wasn't for her, where would Joe and I be? Like, we'd be even like arguing. It wouldn't be good for Isaac. So they're kind of like almost like the mediator. And unfortunately, to give them that title, but like that's what it is, and it works.
It is.
And you know, I thanked her, and I was like, honestly, you're like our saving grace, because I think Joe and I would still be going at it if it wasn't for her, and it might be the same for you and Gary if it wasn't for Christina.
I think that's true. I mean, I did get in a little argument with Gary the other day because it was an argument over not seeing Leah enough.
Yeah.
And I just felt like when I talk to Christina, it's more just calm.
Well, she's a mother, so she's
able to give me more information sometimes, and because she you know does a lot. I'm not saying Gary like doesn't do anything. I'm just saying like she has that mom instinct,
right?
Just always wanting to do everything in a sense. And like I feel like that kind of gets taken away from me, like because I want to do that too sometimes, but now that I have Bubs, not that he's replacing anything.
She just refers to him as Bubs.
Oh, and now that I have James, like not that he's like replacing anything, but I get to actually experience being a full-time mom, even though like I went through the postpartum, and by the way, I'm good now. Thank
we were going to get back.
Yeah,
we were going to get to that, but
okay. Well, there you go. We can talk about it more though. Even though like all that happened, like I feel like everything just kind of subsided in a sense. Like everything really calmed down.
Yeah. What did that look like for you after you had James? You went through the postpartum. What?
I feel like
was kind of happening.
Experience.
I've never felt that way in my life.
What were you feeling?
So it was 4 months after, and I was like, okay, I got this, everything, you know, and you know, obviously Andrew helped as well. And all of a sudden, one day it was like literally a click, like a light switch in my head. Like I don't want to do anything at all. Like I'm scared because like the thoughts that come to your mind, like it's really scary. There would be times where, and this is just any woman that has like postpartum depression or anything like that, like there you get these thoughts that you just don't know where they come from, things that you would never think of in your life or even dream of. Okay?
Right, just like not you.
And just not you at all. And you get disgusted with yourself in a sense as well, for even because you think it's you.
Right.
So once I realized it really wasn't, and now that I'm over that, thank God, like it was pretty intense. I mean,
so how did you get through it? Did you go see a doctor, or what did you?
Yeah, I worked with a psychiatrist. I had a good support team around me, my family. Obviously Andrew, and
it helps that you're in a stable relationship.
Yeah,
you know,
if I wasn't in a stable relationship, I don't think
what would have happened.
Oh Lord, I mean, I don't think like I was ever going to act on anything, but I think that I was really just sad and depressed that would even come to mind of like possibly like. So there was one time like he was crying and I like was staring at him,
just like blank-minded.
Oh my God, blank-minded, just staring at him. And did not know what, because with Leah, this never happened.
Right.
And I took care of her like 2 years pretty much by myself because Gary was working 18 hours.
Right. Wow.
18-hour shifts. And this was the first time it's ever happened. And I just was like, babe, can you take care of him right now? And I didn't want to say anything. You know what I mean? Like, I don't
because you're
cry
kind of
or anything, but like
ashamed, but you don't really know what's going on.
Yeah. It was like straight, like, nothing there. Like, I felt like I was sitting there for like maybe an hour. It was the weirdest thing. And like, I know mothers with postpartum can relate to that. So that's why I'm sharing that.
No, it's
good. I usually wouldn't share that.
I don't think that people really talk about.
That's what I was going to say.
They talk about postpartum, but I don't feel like they talk about like the ins and outs and like
really
what you're feeling and what happens. And so, and I think that I don't think that the fathers or future fathers ever really, it doesn't cross your mind. Postpartum doesn't cross your mind when you're trying to get pregnant or right after you have a baby. It just is not something that you think about until it happens, and then you're dealing with not only this like new human, but now you're dealing with all the things that you would have never thought of, I guess.
Right.
Do you feel like you got so overwhelmed in the first 4 months that or you were
I wasn't even I wasn't even overwhelmed. Like I know that it would seem that way, but I felt good because I was able to take care of my baby.
Right.
I felt like an actual mother.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And oh my God, sorry.
It's okay.
It's fine.
We cry all the time.
Okay,
yeah, no, she called me a crybaby the other day. On
you know what? It's good. My therapist.
It's healthy.
It's healthy. But it's like, I don't know. It was just a really intense time, but thank God it didn't last as long as what people were saying.
Yeah.
And I just really worked very hard with my psychiatrist and getting on the right meds to make sure that I was going to be okay. Like, okay. And, like, the number one thing is when I think Caitlin came over. Mm-hmm. And for her to, like, oh, my God, I don't want to cry again. Jesus.
It's okay.
When Caitlin came over and was, like, sharing things with me, like, she had already shared some stuff beforehand anyways.
Because did she experience postpartum depression as well? Okay.
Yeah. And she was telling me, things that exactly what I was feeling. And it made me feel better as a mother that I wasn't the only one.
You weren't alone. Mm-hmm.
And for some odd reason, even though like so many people can share these stories with me, maybe on social media, for someone like Caitlin really...
Because you knew her. It's someone so close to you.
Yeah,
I mean, it is... And
she was actually able to talk to me and tell me that what I was thinking, though, was...
You weren't alone. She went through it, too. Yeah. I think all of us can be on the same page here when I say that, a lot of people reach out with messages and similar stories and stuff, but there really is nothing like hearing a similar situation or hearing it from someone you are close with because they're right there and you already know them.
You
and
don't
you can
wish
kind of,
it on that person.
No, of course not. Of course not.
You feel more comforted and like safe because you know, okay, this isn't just me.
Yeah.
And she came in a really hard day, a really hard time when she came to see me. She literally, oh my God, I was just so surprised. I don't know why. I shouldn't be surprised because it's Kate. Like we've always been
super close
like that.
Yeah.
So I just felt like though this was an extra step, like honestly, in our relationship, in our friendship. It was really amazing. And like Macy, like even seeing her like on the reunion show and how like she was crying about like how people attack us and things like that. Like to see my girls doing that, like those are my girls. Like I don't want them to ever feel a certain way because of how we're getting attacked.
Yeah.
Right.
And so it just so much.
Okay, let's get real for a second because body hair is a reality and shaving is a big investment for women. So 84% of women admit that they would give up sex for 3 months if it meant that they could get rid of all the hair on their body. So what does that tell you? Some women employees at Harry's, a brand that reinvented shaving for men, saw an opportunity to create better hair removal solutions for women as well, and that is Flamingo. That's how it got started.
The Flamingo team interviewed thousands of women about their body care routines and designed products based on that information. Plus, all products are cruelty-free and made without parabens or sulfates. We want you to enjoy shaving, and Flamingo designed a shave set that makes us really happy. It's a $22 value, but just for you, it's $16 and ships free. So easy. The shave set is your end-to-end routine in one reusable pouch. Gel, the razor, extra blades, lotion, and a holder so it doesn't get lost in your shower.
I love how sleek and just easy to travel with the whole pouch is, and the color is really nice. It looks good in your shower, and it's also super easy to travel with. So we love that. You know, we travel all the time. The Flamingo shave set includes an ergonomic weighted razor with a textured grip and hydrating aloe strip, foaming shave gel with aloe vera, and body lotion that hydrates and exfoliates for smoother skin over time. Plus a hook to store your razor in the shower, and it looks so cute. And obviously the bonus reusable pouch.
Get a set with all your shave essentials from Flamingo, the brand that Vogue, Glamour, Well Plus Good, and Fast Company are all talking about. A $22 value just for $16 plus free shipping today when you visit shopflamingo.com/coffee. That's shopflamingo.com/coffee.
So you do still keep in contact with all the girls?
Yeah.
Of course, Macy and Caitlin. Have you reached out to Bristol and Cheyenne at all?
Oh, I just talked to Cheyenne today, actually. We're going to have dinner tomorrow night.
Oh, good.
Because she lives here in LA.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Right, yeah.
Bristol, I texted her, about 2 months ago? About two months ago? And talked to her. She was going through I don't know what was going on.
Because it was kind of like weird when they joined the cast at first, but then I feel like y'all have adapted.
The weird thing, the weird thing was, like, I think we wanted to know
that's what I've been
coming
saying.
On. And we didn't know, obviously we knew kind of who Bristol was in a sense, but we didn't know her. Okay.
Right.
We knew of what the public was saying.
You knew
so
of
we
her.
were scared, honestly. And then with Cheyenne, it was the same thing because they were writing their bullshit articles, and they were like putting all this like crazy stuff in there.
Yeah.
But we went out. Okay, so all of the Team Emoji girls after the reunion went out to eat and all that and hang out to get to know each other, like off camera.
Yeah.
So I sat next to Cheyenne and Bristol.
You were in between.
Right in the middle.
I made sure. And then I had some questions for Cheyenne from some things I had read, and I'm not really going to bring it up because I think it's bullcrap to bring it up.
Yeah.
Right. And she just told me what happened, this, that, and the other, and I respected her for it. And I was like, okay, I got you. Okay, good. Mm-hmm. I got a feeling for her. I got a really, really good feeling for her. And then Bristol, she's just so calm. And
really?
She was really calm and like.
I guess I could. That's what I would picture if I were to meet her in
person. But she wasn't like. It wasn't like she was like. You know, like stepping back or anything, or not trying to show her true colors. Like, she really is just a calm person in a sense. Like, she just wanted to hang out, get to know us, and talk.
Yeah.
So it was pretty cool.
I feel like she's so, like, you're so forthcoming with who you are as a person that I can see why you would want to get more information on somebody else. Like, are you hiding something?
Right. Like, we need to know the truth.
I try to do it in a very nice way, though. I'd like to say that.
Yeah.
I don't just go, hey, did you say that? You know, I like to talk, like, you know, as human beings, you know, unless you disrespect me, obviously.
Of course.
Yeah.
But which, speaking of disrespect, you know I have to bring it up. You know I'm going to talk about it.
I said this at the hotel. I was like, I don't know if she's going to bring it up or not, but I'm pretty sure.
What happened with Jenelle?
She said,
tell us everything.
Because I caught the live. I don't know if it had already been posted, like you had already gone live. All I heard was you brought my name up and you were defending me, and I was like, fuck yeah, that's my girl. Like, you already know. But what happened? Like, how did that even, I don't even know how it started.
So I'm going through so where it started as I'm going through my stuff. I see all this stuff she's saying about you and this, that, and like burning your shit. And I'm like, who is this? Like, by the way, where's my stuff at?
I sent it to your address. I got your address and mailed it to you.
When?
Girl, everyone got theirs at the same time.
I didn't get nothing.
We were wondering why you didn't post about it.
Yeah, it was like, I'm not going to ask Amber to post about it, but I was wondering.
Anything.
Okay, well, I'll ask Kristen when she comes back. Because I
get her
remember when I asked
now.
you for your address? Remember when I asked
Get her in
you?
here right now and ask her where my shit is. Like, what is happening?
Are you going to set it on fire?
Yes, that's the real question. Will you use it as target practice?
Probably. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm going to use it. Are you kidding
good.
me? Absolutely.
I love it.
Use it. Like, girl, I'm going to support anything that you do.
I sent it to you. I wonder if it was an old address. I'll show you the address I have. No, yeah, don't do that. Okay, so you saw that she was doing all that crazy shit.
She was doing a lot of stuff, and then she tried to, like, add in my name with it.
How? Where?
Because I went after her. I couldn't understand in my mind how certain things
transpired.
Yeah, I couldn't understand that. And me going through everything that I went through, I never put Leah in any positions. Not knowing if she's doing that or not, it just really hit something with me. So I felt, it seemed like all the teen moms had already said something in the franchise, really, in a sense. But I felt like, I don't really need to say something, but this just showed up on my through my Twitter feed. I can't ignore it.
Like, you weren't being
I can't
nosy,
ignore
but
a 911 phone call. If something is going through and it says 911 phone call from Teen Mom 2-star Jenelle Evans, I'm going to listen to that because I actually care.
Right.
Like, I wasn't like trying to really attack her.
I reached out to her. I tweeted about it. I texted Larry, like, making sure she was okay.
Right.
No response. And then she lit my shit on fire. So I was like, I actually, despite all of the drama, like, I actually care if something was to happen to her or the kids. So, like,
absolutely.
I might not like you, but I'm going to care if something happens.
You're
and so
a mom.
nothing ever came of
that. And I don't understand because obviously with us starting the podcast, we've started a lot of shit. But
y'all didn't tell me what you've started.
Apparently, we never stopped talking about anything.
I'm blocked.
Yeah.
And I don't even know them.
I don't give a...
I'm blocked and I don't even know him.
I'm blocked and he's still talking about me. He did a face swap.
Who?
What?
David did this?
Hold up. So I didn't respond to like their last like bullshit, like trying to get me to respond to them.
Yeah, that's all they want.
And all of a sudden, like, I think a fan sent me something on Twitter where he was doing like a face swap of like my face on his, and he was like trying to talk like me, like I think he called me a cokehead or something.
Oh wow, that's deep.
Or something like I don't know what he was saying.
Oh, wow.
I was like, dude, if I was a cokehead, I'd be scary as hell.
You need something a little better than that. That's not really.
Yeah, that was intense, and like everybody was like, oh, he's crazy, he's this. I'm like, I think they just want attention.
Yeah.
No, I think David is actually crazy.
And I think when he does certain things, he can get pretty crazy.
Yeah.
And I just think, like, maybe if he changed, like, maybe drinking habits or something, he could probably calm down a little bit.
Just a little bit. That would be good.
Well, so you heard the 911 phone call about the collarbone snap.
Oh, my God.
Wasn't that
the what?
The collarbone snap.
Yeah. Is that what she said?
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
Yeah, she did. She said, I think my collarbone snapped. I mean, I literally had tears in my eyes. I'm not going to lie.
I didn't listen to the full thing, but I did reach out.
What's going on right now, but I'm not going to lie. Like, I had tears in my eyes. Like,
that's scary.
And then
she tried to deny it.
God. Whew. And then, like, I saw some other pictures of
Kaiser.
Yeah, and
I did too.
I did not understand that as well, and I freaked out, honestly. Yeah.
So we know how important your oral health is, and we want to help you take care of it the best way that we can think of, and that's with Quip. With a Quip electric toothbrush, sticking to good habits is simple. The guiding features are like built-in support system for better brushing.
The truth is, people tend to brush too hard, and some electric toothbrushes are really abrasive. But Quip electric toothbrushes have sensitive sonic vibrations for an effective clean that's gentle on your sensitive gums. There's also a built-in 2-minute timer that pulses every 30 seconds to remind you when to switch sides and how to help clean your whole mouth evenly. This is so helpful because up to 90% of us don't actually brush for the full 2 minutes like we're supposed to, or fail to clean evenly.
I love Quip because it's super simple, and you can take the holder off and slip it over the top as like a guard to travel with. And my kids can stick the toothbrushes to the mirrors. So it makes it super simple, and it helps my kids know when to switch sides when they're brushing. So that's a huge bonus. And more great news is that Quip is one of the first electric toothbrushes accepted by the American Dental Association. They're backed with over 25,000 dental professionals, and they have thousands of verified 5-star reviews.
I also love Quip. Will loves Quip. It's sleek. It's nice looking. It's great to know that you're getting your teeth clean the way they're supposed to be. And it's just fantastic. I think everybody should experience it. And that's why I love Quip and why they're backed by over 20,000 dental professionals. Quip starts at just $25. And if you go to getquip.com/coffee right now, you get your first refill pack for free with a Quip electric toothbrush. That's your first refill pack free at getquip.com/coffee.
And then they came after me in a disgusting way, talking about my man, which don't ever do that. Ever.
We know. I know.
And
I already don't come for Amber's man.
Like, and the thing is it was just disgusting how she came back, I think. So when I responded, I wasn't proud of how I responded, to be honest. I really wasn't. I felt like I went back about 10 years. Honestly.
And sometimes that happens. I think
I really did.
Yeah.
No, so I deleted it literally like not even a minute after.
But it was too late.
It was too late. They already had it.
Yeah,
and like
they
people
had
were
it,
on there
yeah.
saying, "Oh, we already have it." I'm like, I know you do. Like I don't care.
Yeah.
I was like, but I did care in a sense because I don't want people to think like that's me today.
Right.
Like, but sometimes like it's hard not to go back to those roots when people are saying some pretty stupid, ignorant, disgusting things.
Yeah.
You know?
No.
And
So-
sometimes it takes you doing the stupid thing for you to have the self-awareness to
Right.
be like, oh, wow, I probably should have handled it differently.
And that's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
I literally, like, right afterwards was like, oh, damn.
Maybe I should have texted her.
You know what? I could have. I think every time that I talked, listen, like the last message I sent to her, though, before she blocked me was so sweet. And all I said to her is I really just wish that she would get out of the situation.
Yeah.
And she blocked me. I was so freaking sweet to her on that message. Because she responded. She did respond, but I did not know, because, we get so many messages on Instagram, you know what I mean? I did not know that she had sent me a message until, like, there was people telling me that she said she sent me a message.
Oh, shit.
I guess she was telling people that, and, like, I wasn't responding because I was scared. I don't know what was going on. It was immature and ignorant, to be honest. And so I responded to her finally. It was 4 days later. And it was very nice. I mean, honestly, I just wanted her to be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. That was really it. And then she blocked me.
It's so weird because, like, Jenelle and I would say were the closest in the beginning of Teen Mom 2.
Really?
Yeah. Because it was kind of like, there was 4 of us, as you know, and it was more like Chelsea and Leah had already they already knew each other. And so then me and Jenelle kind of like we did our thing. And so it's weird to think about how things were then. I mean, even with a lot of the girls, like me and Brianna never really had issues until, the last 2 years. And then
I hate how much you guys fight.
Which was weird because we remember.
And I said that on one of my Instagram lives.
Like, we remember when everyone on OG didn't get along with Farrah.
Yeah.
And then we
on
all
her,
got
though.
along, so, like,
But
we couldn't
I feel
understand
like with
it.
the
But
OG
now.
thing, though, with Farrah, y'all were, all the girls that did get
Trying.
along were a unit.
Right, and they were also trying with Farrah.
We were.
Yeah.
So,
We
but
were.
for
I
us, it was
definitely-
different.
Like, I was actually friends with Farrah when they weren't at a time.
Oh, wow.
For quite some time. And we had things that we were going to do together, actually, that was in the works. She kind of screwed that up, honestly. She doesn't know it, but I do. And she screwed it up. She could have... That's all I got to say about that.
Yeah.
But, when she started just talking crap and just kept going and going and going, I was like, okay, you want the attention? Here you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and then I was done with it, honestly.
Right.
I mean... Excuse me. You good?
Yeah.
You good, girl?
Are you well?
I'm unwell.
I ain't got no coffee. I don't need none.
I need some. I need coffee. What I was just going to say was that it's weird because looking at the dynamic, how we all started to how we are now, it's like we were a unit, like Lindsie said, and now we're not. Like,
It's sad, man.
we should have just merged half of Teen Mom 2 with half of Teen Mom OG. That's what I was pushing for.
I think what we were saying was one person in particular, and that's all I got to
She was fluffing her
say.
hair.
I know, right?
Okay.
Bougie.
And girl, we wanted some Kail.
Yeah, I would have went on
Okay.
OG.
And
What
that
would
was
that
the
have
thing.
been like?
And this was before we knew anything about Cheyenne or Bristol. Like, we didn't know anything about them. They were like, oh, so she's fired. So, can you take Kail from Team Mom or Team Mom 2 and put her on OG then?
Yeah,
we was all about it. It was like, yeah. But like, you know, they went a different route because that's what they do. I feel like, I don't know. I just feel like you should still just hop on.
Come on over.
Come on over.
You think they would add more people to this show? No, because then we wouldn't be able to tell the story.
Y'all already have 5-minute segments. So.
That's what I'm saying. We wouldn't be able to tell, like, the full story.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, they're cramping a lot of things, but I kind of like that because I don't need...
I don't need the full story.
I agree.
I just don't... I don't feel like today at the age of 28... that everybody needs to know everything.
But that's
what we talked about, yeah.
And I feel like, you know, I will always be truthful on Teen Mama G. I will always tell it how it is or whatever is needed and be honest. But, you know, there's just some things that are kind of off limits. I'm not talking about, like, beating your man or anything like that. I'm talking about, like, you know, just some really...
Like, as we get older, there's more
private.
Things that are private. Yeah, we kind of talked about this, too, before, like... Some things are just meant to stay in the home. Obviously, like, we do have these crazy lives, and we have enough that we put out there. So there's certain things that we should probably just not have on TV or in the media or anything like that.
Exactly. So, and the thing is we always just want to show our authentic selves.
Yeah.
And when things get edited to just, like, 5 minutes, it's like, damn. Like, because, you know, for a show, you always want to have... what's going to give the best ratings in a sense for the network and things like that. That's their job. That's our job is to make sure that we perform as well because we are performers in a sense. Not only we're not in a sense, we are performers.
But we were saying like on reality TV and especially like a docuseries. Yeah, you kind of have a job of being yourself.
Yeah, like we get paid to be ourselves.
But honestly, if I can, and this is true, and this I don't care what anybody says, I really don't. Reality television on, you know, how about this? How about the Teen Mom franchise in general should have Emmys. We should be recognized more for what we have done. Mm-hmm. I think that the focus on the negativity is ridiculous. I think there should be a little bit more focus on the good things that we have done. And that's just how I feel about it.
Yeah,
like, honestly.
Yeah.
I think, like, if we want to turn a leaf on this show, like, and really, like, show other things, I think we are able.
But you know what's crazy?
I think they're more open to it now.
I've had brands turn me down
they
specifically because I'm on Teen Mom.
Yes.
And that sucks because if nothing else, this is a job, and I've had this job for 10 fucking years.
Exactly.
So what the fuck?
My work history is good.
Like, honestly, I've been on the same, you know what I mean?
Okay, well, your show is different.
No, she's talking about us.
Oh, okay.
Like, our work history over the past 10 years.
Yeah.
Like,
I used to watch, I love it.
I know.
I'm like, oh, they're so cute.
But not normal.
But you're so cute. Normal? I mean, what the hell is
normal?
What's normal? We don't know. We haven't figured it
so
out
cliche
yet.
to say that, but, like, I don't even know what normal is.
No, at all.
So.
But yeah, no, I think that it sucks that because we have done so much and we've stuck with it for so long, like, to be turned down from brands or opportunities or even just, like, certain things that we would want to film, and we get turned away because of the show that we're on, which it's kind of sucks.
And I think that that's the thing. I think with the Teen Mom franchise, like I said, it just needs... They should
the recognition that it deserves.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. They should look at us a bit differently.
Yeah.
We've been through things in our lives that real people have went through.
Right.
And they need to look at it that way.
That's why you're still on TV.
Instead of, like, oh, drama. It's
right.
just maybe it's this kind of show. No, it's not.
Yeah.
Like, this is real life. This isn't scripted, so respect it.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
And I demand that respect after doing this for such a long time, as much as any of us should.
Yeah.
And that's just that's how I feel about it, honestly.
I agree. Let me ask you this very important question. Is your underwear making you happy at this very moment, or were you not even thinking about your underwear? Wouldn't you like wearing underwear that's so soft that you feel like you're on an actual cloud all day long? Because I've got one for you, and it's MeUndies.
MeUndies uses the coveted micromodal fabric, which is a full 3 times softer cotton. That's why BuzzFeed said this about MeUndies. They feel like actual heaven against your skin. We're going to assume heaven really is soft in this context.
So I love MeUndies because I'm not worried about having wedgies all day. It's an actual fact. Not only do you feel like you're being hugged by joy itself while you're wearing these, but MeUndies also provides multiple style options for both men and women, available in a variety of colors and prints. From classics to more bold choices like I wear. A lot of the prints have really cute names too, like Significant Otters, Plant Babies, and Shamrocks.
MeUndies has a great offer for our listeners. For any first-time purchasers, when you order MeUndies, you get 15% off and free shipping. This is a no-brainer. Get 15% off of a pair of the most comfortable undies you will ever put on. To get 15% off your first pair, free shipping, and 100% satisfaction guarantee, go to MeUndies.com/coffee. That's MeUndies.com/coffee for 15% off your first pair. Free shipping and 100% satisfaction guarantee. How did y'all feel, the OGs, whenever Teen Mom 2 came about? Because I know whenever...
Oh, I wasn't even out of jail.
I don't think so.
I wasn't out of jail.
Really?
Because Teen Mom 2, I'm pretty sure I wasn't out of jail. Because our show was done.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, that you guys took like
Yeah,
a
they took a
2-year break?
Sure. I took a break. Okay.
Yeah.
And
you went on hiatus.
Yeah. But I feel like when we all got back, when I got out and we all got back together, like it was like... It was
Picked
like,
up right where
it
you
was like
left off.
magic, man. Let's pick it up.
Yeah.
And the fans were still there.
Yeah.
Which was amazing. You know how many shows, and this is true in this industry, there's not many shows after 3 years, 2 to 3 years of being off the air, that the fans stick with you to where you're getting certain ratings. And that's just the truth.
But as much as y'all hate it, the reason that y'all have that is because they do show like the hard stuff.
Exactly.
And people
Because
can
people relate to the struggle more than they relate to the happy.
That's true.
It's the unfortunate truth.
It makes more of an impact, I think, sometimes. But I also feel like, I mean, they do show a good.
It's
good
hard
part.
on
They
y'all.
do, but what I'm
They
saying
do.
is, like, for example, when I wrote Pride Over Pity, which we went on the tour together,
Yeah.
Pride Over Pity became a New York Times bestseller, and my next book
Yeah,
following
mine
that,
fucking didn't.
but the next
It
book
was an ebook bestseller.
that's still a bestseller.
Yeah.
My following book, Hustle and Heart, was what I learned and all the good things and the happiness that I was feeling,
I
and it
read
did
that.
not sell at all.
Really?
It did not do well. So people relate to the struggle, and that's what Teen Mom shows, the struggles. But here they are like, oh, no, you glamorize everything. Really? Because
No, it's not glamorized.
No.
I mean, they think that money
Changes everything.
And I feel like a lot of celebrities say that, though. That
It does, but it's still...
No matter how much money you have, it doesn't change how you feel inside or what's going on in your life.
Right,
if somebody cheats on you and you're a millionaire, they still fucking cheated on you. I mean, what do you...
That's my life. Wait a minute.
Like, what do you mean? Like, you're still depressed. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Like, depression is... You could be a billionaire and be depressed. Like,
Right.
like come
Right,
on.
yeah.
Like, so that's just how I feel. I look at people, everybody in this room right now, as an equal. I don't care who's what, done what, went to where. You know, we're all human beings. Like, that's just how I look at people, honestly. Like, you know, I believe in the universe and what it does and where it moves us. So we're all connected. That's just...
Wait, what's your sign, Amber?
Huh?
What's
I'm a
your-
Taurus.
Taurus. Will.
Oh, yeah.
That's probably why I like her so much.
Strong-willed. So what are you working on now? Like, what does your life look like in the coming months, and, like, what you're doing?
Okie dokie.
Tell us.
Okay, so it's going to be a little vague, though, because I
That's
have
fine.
to be. I'm sorry. I wish I could just be like, boom, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So here, actually, while we're here in LA, we're going to be here an extra few days after MTV leaves, because we have about 6 meetings, actually,
Ooh,
for
that's exciting.
scripted and unscripted shows, as well as screenplay, like we have for Babe, because he's a writer.
Yeah.
So we're...
She does the pet names, too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Do you?
Well, she
No,
calls
we
Leah
don't.
Boo Boo.
Oh.
I love it.
Yeah.
I always call, but I don't
But it's
care.
so funny because you
Boo-boo.
refer to her as Boo Boo. It's never like Leah, or it's never
I
like
try
James.
sometimes to say Leah, and I look at it, I'm like,
That's weird.
That's weird. Yeah.
makes me feel weird. Because I still call my brother Bubby.
Yeah. She's just a pet name person. Yeah.
That's so funny.
Am I a pet name person?
Yes.
Damn.
No,
Yeah.
that's so funny
Yeah,
because we
it's
all know who you're referring to.
Yeah.
They're good. Then that's good, right?
It's like
There you
they're like secondary,
Yeah.
but should have been their
Yeah.
legal.
Yeah, like their alias.
Yeah.
go. Like, Leah, I should just named you Boo Boo. I'm sorry.
Honestly.
That
She
should've
probably
been-
would be like, I would hate you for that.
Should have been her government. I love it.
So you
Okay.
guys are doing the meetings, and then he's a writer.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome.
He's a damn good writer. That's
So
why we
wait, are
got
you
these
living?
meetings.
You guys are back in Indiana then, or are you guys living kind of both?
So we stayed here for a month.
Okay.
Because he was supposed to produce a show with his friend.
Okay.
But they weren't ready. They were still getting, I think they were at I'm not going to say too much, I think they were at like $1 million at the time. They were trying to get more money.
To produce the show.
To make the show. Because they really wanted to do it right. But the thing is we came out for the time that we were told to come out. And Babe had like studios with his friends set up. So that was kind of a bust. But what we ended up doing is we ended up just having a really good time and having like Leah and Gary and Christina and Emily and all come out, and my brother came out. Oh my god!
Fun.
Oh, that's awesome.
Just family had a good time.
Yeah.
You know.
So he's living full time with you, like in Indiana.
Now he's now, and it was literally I was 6 months pregnant, I think, or 4 months pregnant, I think, when it was 100% that he was going to live with me. And
that's scary.
Well, the thing now, because for what he does for a living, like he kind of was like he had to like venture out of what he was doing in LA in a sense. He had to so he actually has worked in Indiana on projects.
Oh, cool.
He did a really neat one. I guess I can't say what it is though, where he filmed. Because he does cinematography. That's his main. So he has done that, but I feel like, now since he's in Indiana, like it's more, he just really wants to do writing. That's his passion. I think with the cinematography, it's because of his family. Like his dad was a cinematographer, his grandfather was one back in the black and white days. It's like, I mean, it's been, and so I feel like he felt like maybe like he had to kind of go that route, but I'm really proud of he's doing what he wants to do, and he's happy with what he does, and he's really, I'm not just saying this because I love him, like we're getting these meetings because of his amazing, like he's a very smart man. I'm very proud. I am proud to be with somebody like him, to be honest with you. Like,
so are there plans to get married?
Girl, he's been saying stuff behind my back to the cameras. When we had a
to the cameras.
We had a cookout one time. I'm in the living room holding James. He's little, and I'm hearing him though. Okay, like 'cause it's right there, the patio, and like he's talking about. I have a list of places already written down
that he wants to get married.
That he wants to get married.
So would you say
I said
yes?
to James, I was like looking at James. I go, what the are you talking about?
I think she would say yes.
She would say yes.
Oh God, yeah, I would say yes to him in a heartbeat because of the things that he has shown me so far being together.
Yeah.
Usually after 6 months or so, people change. Mm-hmm. He hasn't, in a sense. Like he's changed a bit because he's getting comfortable, but not in a mean way, and not in an
unhealthy
way. He's actually changed in a way where he's trying to just like better everything. You know?
How is he as a dad?
Oh my God, he wants to do everything himself.
Oh.
Well, that's nice.
Because you don't hear about dads wanting to do that.
Are you kidding me?
That's awesome.
And he named James after his dad. You know, so,
so sweet.
Yeah.
So you just were like, yeah, you can name him?
Yeah, absolutely.
Aww. Were you hesitant to have him come on the show?
He was hesitant to come on the show, be honest. He doesn't like to be in front of the camera.
Right, his job is behind the cameras, huh?
He doesn't like to be in front of the camera.
So what was that transition like? Did he...
There's still no transition. It's just nervous and like kind of like... Because Babe like tells it how it is.
Babe tells it.
Oh, Andrew,
we're all going to be calling him Babe.
It, like how it is, and sometimes he gets in that point, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, tone it down.
Stop talking about reality TV before I flip out on you. 10 years right here. It's like,
oh my God.
Don't be talking crap about my stuff.
Yeah. I love it.
But he doesn't talk crap. He's just kind of like, I don't know. I'm just happy. Like, today.
You look
Thank
happy.
God.
You look like you can
Jesus.
see it
Like,
when
you just look happy and healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're so glad that you're in a good place and everything's
I
coming together.
should have came in here crying.
No,
I'm just kidding. Like, wait a minute.
Well, that's what I always say. Like when people ask me, like, "Oh, like who are you friends with from the show?" And I'm like, "You guys don't get to see the Amber that I see. Like, I love Amber. She's so funny. Even before you came in, I'm like, Lindsie, she's hilarious. Like, we've had
what's Amber like in real life?
Yeah, I'm like,
we need to hang out like off camera.
I know,
because that's when we have the most fun. Okay?
Yeah, our book tour was a shit show in the funnest way possible.
May or may not have instigated a couple things, but it was fun.
It was a good time.
on your tour?
Well, Becky came, my friend Becky, and
she's oh my god,
she's a riot.
I love Becky.
We need to have her on the podcast. But
she made me eat with her.
Oh, did she?
Remember that shit?
Well, Kid Rock was on a tour, or his crew
really?
or something weren't they?
Yes, bitch, shut up.
I'm not going to tell that story. I'll tell you. I'm going to tell you the story afterwards. Okay. But they were at the same hotel. We went down to the lobby and we had drinks and did all that, and it was a blast.
It was fun.
Oh my gosh! Maybe y'all should both write another book.
I was
We
single as
should.
fuck at the time.
You were single as fuck.
Go on a tour together.
We should write another book just to go on the tour.
Yeah.
Just to do round 2 with Amber.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, no, it was so much fun.
Oh my gosh, you call me out, y'all.
Anyway,
no, it was fun. It was. Listen, I did say to the person that was driving, "Can we go and do that?"
Wait, so y'all were like on?
We were on a real bus. Like our faces were plastered on the side of the
and
bus.
y'all were sleeping on this thing?
No, we went to hotels, but like it had like a full like roundabout, a bed.
Yeah,
like we were chilling.
I was in the back, like chilling the whole time. I was nervous. Like I said earlier, I was so nervous. I was like literally had headphones on, like listening to like City and Color, like getting more depressed, obviously, and like trying to like because like trying to get my shit together.
Yeah,
but, like. Oh man, it was intense. But I feel like with Kail, she was like, listen, she did say this to me because I had to get used to being back on television and things like that. She said, social media, let's do this, pick up your book. Because me, I don't know what it is. Like, I feel weird about some things. She's like, come on, Amber, like, pick up your book.
When we would take pictures, I'm like, show your book.
Show your
like,
book.
you got a self-promotion, all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Like, we're going to make you comfortable.
And even if I knew about that stuff at the time of my life, I just wasn't ready. Mm-hmm. But she was able to be there and, like, give me just the encouragement to do it with her. And I thought that was,
because I could have did it by myself, but I'm like, no, I gotta like help Amber out. She's adjusting to like, don't cry, don't do it, breathe.
She's adjusting to
therapy
life.
with Kail.
If it wasn't for like the people that were on that bus, like I wouldn't have made it.
What your cousin's name? Crystal.
Crystal.
Oh my gosh, are you still really close with her?
Yeah,
oh, good. I loved her. She was so funny.
That's my.
Oh my
she's
gosh.
Like
she's a regular on the show, right?
She's
Yeah.
my sister.
And then Becky. So it was her cousin and Becky, and then us two, and then the tour bus driver. And
how long was this tour?
Like a week. Was it a week? 4 days?
2 weeks?
2 weeks? I don't know.
Girl, I don't remember. You're asking me.
We went to like.
We don't remember.
We went to like 12
don't
or
remember.
15 cities in like a really
12 or 15 cities. You didn't do that in a week.
Yeah, we did because we drove. They drove.
We drove the whole time and stayed. Stayed in the city.
Oh my gosh.
We do a couple. In some cities, we do a couple.
Yeah. Like in one, we went to like
a couple.
Louisville, Kentucky, and then we went to like another city in Kentucky, and then we got to Tennessee. We went to like Nashville and like wherever else. I'm not
Were
really.
Y'all tired?
Oh yeah, and we didn't have hair and makeup. So it was like
we was just looking
this was
crazy.
Like whatever we wore is
was
what
crazy.
we wore. Yeah.
I think I was like freaking almost 200 pounds at the time. I just gotten out, beefed up, looking crazy. Like,
oh my
girl,
yes, I had Lincoln with me.
Oh, you did?
Lincoln because I was breastfeeding. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So it was a shit show for sure.
Oh my gosh.
That was a blast.
I wish this was filmed.
Listen, honestly, if that shit was filmed, that's a show itself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We should write a book and go on tour together.
Yeah, but
yeah, do that.
It should be called Lindsie Knows Best.
So much shade.
I called you, girl, and I was like, let's do this. Let's do this.
Amber's been calling me at least once a week for the past month. I love it. It's like my favorite.
Oh my God, I'm sorry.
Amber,
no, I love it. I'm like, I
bothering
feel
you?
like you care.
Why didn't you come on sooner?
I know. We wanted you sooner.
I know.
Yeah.
Because of
everything.
Yeah.
Because of life.
And she also has a new baby.
Yeah.
But I'm so happy that I came today.
Yeah.
I really missed you.
I missed you too.
So
and I'm so glad you talked to
so
Lindsie.
highly of you anytime.
Oh yeah, same. Every time I'm like, don't talk about my girl.
It's not even bull. Like honestly, it's. I tell him the real stuff. I tell him you're hard. Like I said this morning. I said she's hard, but I think that's why I like her.
Yeah,
is because I said something of that nature. Like because I don't know.
But I'm in this podcast in our duo. She's the mean one.
Really? Mm-hmm. Why?
And I'm the people pleaser. I don't know.
Just mean.
No, it's just business.
Yeah. No, I guess mean isn't a good word, but like, what's a good word for it?
I'm just businesswoman.
I'm just more aggressive when it comes to
business,
asking questions and stuff.
Like I know what I want, and if you're not doing that, then I'm going to tell you that.
Oh, got you. Well,
And I'm just
well,
like,
that's
yeah,
a
what
good
anything
thing, though.
goes.
Yeah.
Anything goes.
That's a good
And like
thing.
Kail will just sit back and she knows what she wants, but she's probably not going to say
Like,
it.
I'll make sure everyone else is good first.
You can blame
Yeah.
Teen Mom for that.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
We blame Team Mom for everything.
Yeah, but you know what? We still love it. We
Yeah.
still love what we do, and we need like the fans know that though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though all these articles
The
come
true
out,
fans, yeah.
the fans know that.
Yeah.
like, what we're doing.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for
Yeah,
coming
thanks
on.
for
We
coming
really
on.
appreciate it.
Having me.
All right, guys. Well, I think that's all we have time for today. If you have not followed us on @Coffee Convos Podcast on Instagram, you can do that. And then if you have not subscribed to us on iTunes, you can do that by searching the Purple Podcast app on your iPhone. Type in Coffee Convos, click subscribe, click the 5th star, and leave a written review. We love to read those. We hope you guys have a great week, and we'll talk to you soon.
See ya.
Oh, bye.
This podcast is brought to you by Wave Podcast Network. Check out all of our shows, including the Brain Candy Podcast, I Don't Get It, Babes and Babies, Coffee Convos, and Let's Talk About It.